Hello and welcome. I'm Domina Della Pie, Mistress Sasha Storm. Where are the birds? Usually there's so many birds. My mom said they were around earlier. I slept in today. So my trip now is to a senior's residence because yesterday we received an envelope and it was government related, but it wasn't for us. It came to our address. I looked at the envelope. I said, oh man, why is this here? The mailman or woman, I think we have a male woman now, male person has delivered to the wrong house. How could that mistake be made? How could that be made? Because the only thing we have in common is the number. Our number 88 and the number on the envelope is 88, but the street is wrong. And though it is close, the address on the envelope is close to our home, it's not our street name. It's an entirely different name. So I thought, well, let me call. I googled the name and address, and there were like 3 or 4 names, and out of them there was this one, and that was the one. It was correct. I phoned, a man answered, and he, of course, at first he was kind of suspicious, right, of me. And hello. Hi. What a cutie. Cutest little boy. So he was like, kind of like, yeah, who are you? And so I explained to him that their mail had come to our home, and I was just informing if they could pick it up, because it doesn't seem to be very far from, they don't live far from where we live, so they could pick it up. And he said, what's the name on it? And I told him the name. It's his wife. Okay, well, as it turns out, he's blind. He can't see. So he said, just give it back to the mailman. But I'm thinking, they already delivered your mail. That's the reason I called, is because it's important. I know it is. I could tell from the envelope. So I don't know if I'd want to trust the mail carrier with it again, because you may never receive it. I don't know. And so, but I hung up because that's what he wanted. But then my phone rang because I use my mobile phone, and they just called me back, and it was a woman, the wife. She asked me, what's the name on the envelope? Well, it was her name. She says, that's my mail. She says, what is? I said, I know it's important because it's from Service Canada. She says, yes, I've been waiting for this for so long, wondering where it was, what happened. I said, well, it's here, delivered to the wrong address, but I decided to call you because I knew it was important. She says, yes, it's my card, and it's expired. Now, I'm stressing this because before that, like about 2 years ago, there was an Indian woman. She seemed to be from Guyana. She was coming to our house. She came several times, and it seemed as though she had used there's someone's eyelash on the street. That looks so funny, and if I wasn't talking, I would take a picture. It is hilarious, and it looks pretty ghastly. Eyelash, one false eyelash. Anyway, or is it eyelashes? So I have to go to the hospital. They live near the hospital. So whoa, no, I can't see. I'm distracted now because I'm approaching the intersection where there is a lot of noise and construction. All right, so this woman had been coming to our house asking for her mail. And it's funny because we had received mail, but it was from an unknown person who'd never lived at the house. My mom's been in the house for over 30 years. Nobody else lived in there. She didn't recognize the name. So it looked as though this guy and his Indian woman had chosen, because I guess at some point my mom had borders. So someone got the bright idea to use my mom's address as a place to pick up. They were fraudulently receiving from the government something, and the same kind of envelope, Service Canada, came to our address. And it was for that woman. But the woman didn't live there. We didn't want to get involved in any kind of, illegal activity. So my mom and I decided, no, we're not going to give her the mail. She went away. She returned a couple of weeks later, desperate for the mail. Desperate, she wanted it so bad. And I said, listen, there was mail and we sent it back because you don't live here, ma'am. This is not your address. You can't use our address to receive government, mail from the government. I don't know what kind of scam you're running, but you can't use our address to get your mail. We don't know you. You don't live here. And that was that. She finally realized she had come by about 3 times trying to get that mail. So anyway, that's why I'm stressing the importance of me now on my way to deliver this mail to that elderly couple. They're in their 80s. They're seniors. Okay, and if somebody else, unscrupulous, had received the mail, they could have been using the lady's card for whatever. Who knows, right? Who knows? Because now everything is no contact, on your device, on the computer, on the phone, Zoom, this and that. And so I have this person's, I don't know what card it is, if it's her social insurance or her health card, who knows? But it's in my bag and I'm on my way to deliver it because the old man is in his 80s. They're both in their 80s. The man is blind and his wife, because I said, oh, you can, I didn't know they were that age. So I said, oh, you can, it's close enough that you can walk. And they can't. They don't drive. They can't walk, especially with construction all over the place. They just can't. So I said, okay, well, makes sense that I can walk and I'll just deliver it to you the next day. And so that's what I'm doing now. Just doing the right thing because few people know how to do that these days. And it makes living in this world quite challenging and shitty. So yeah, that's how I live. That's how I am. I know people try to mischaracterize me, say who I am. They don't know me, but they like to judge without knowing who I am, and trying to make me seem as a person of bad character, which I'm not, and I never have been, and I never will be. So all of you who don't know how to live right, don't know how to do the right thing, you are in the spirit of the devil. You always got to find a way. My website, I trusted somebody, paid him. He was looking for work, looking for money. I said, I can't give you money, but if you do my website, I can pay you. And he went and screwed up my site and started to do the work, didn't complete it, demanded money up front. As soon as he got the money, boom, he dropped me. He dropped it. He's gone. Blocked me and all this shit. So there are many people, young people, doing really nasty things. I don't know who the hell raised them. Their parents. The parents who are in their 50s and 60s. Your children in their 20s, 30s, even 40s are doing so much, committing crime, scammers, getting away with it. Now from the envelope, see, I live in a neighborhood that's quite diverse, but it's become largely, it used to be a lot of black and white, like Portuguese, and now it's Indian, Pakistani, Sri Lankan, Filipino, Latino, of course Jamaican. Many Jamaicans have lived here for many years, and they moved around. They bought houses in other areas, but we're still here. I like the diversity. The white people here, they're okay. And we all live here harmoniously, the pairs. I love the peacefulness of the suburbs. I don't think I want to be back in the city where everything is ridiculously priced. You know, cost of living so inflated over there, down there. So I'm here and continue to do that which is right. So you see me in my domina garb. You're ready to characterize me, label me, judge me. And I wonder if you would do what I do. Would you decide to deliver someone's mail? I consider that a neighbor. I'm still walking. But look how long it's taking me to reach. I can see the hospital right there. They said they live right in front of the hospital. So I will be there shortly in just a couple of minutes. I am Domina Della Pie, Mistress Sashi Storm. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Yes. And now I will learn where the seniors housing is, because I didn't know that there was a seniors housing there. This is a building, it's a medical building I'm familiar with, but apparently, according to my mom, on the other side is seniors living. So thankfully it's windy today because it's quite humid. There's this nice breeze is welcomed